What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we are getting into some of the smallest smartphones I could get my hands on, and a big shout out to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. Be sure to shop AliExpress's biggest sale of the year, the Singles Day sale. That's from November 11th to November 17th, and you can find lots of good stuff on there, so be sure to check that out using the link down below in the description. And without any further delay, let's get into the video. So first up, we have this little guy right here. This is the Soas S23 Pro, and this is a tiny little box right here. Let's go ahead and open the box real quick, get the smartphone out of here, and you can see it is a cute little phone, tiny little phone. We have some plastic to tear off, and one thing I've just noticed is this does charge via USB Type-C, so that's cool. But here we have our tiny little S23 Pro. This is a mini smartphone, as you can see, very, very tiny. The screen is booting up here, and oh my goodness, this thing is so freaking adorable. So we got everything all booted up here. You can see that this is the home screen. We do have the ability to adjust our brightness here, so let's go ahead and adjust that so it can be seen a little better. And there you go. This is just the most adorable thing possible. We have a 3-inch display here, and I'm not sure of the resolution on this, but it is very, very tiny. The screen doesn't look too bad though, in my opinion. It actually looks pretty cool. And we do have our Android recent items button here. We have our home button, our back button. This is a tiny little smartphone. Let's go ahead and launch the camera here. We have our little tiny camera here. Let's take a picture. The shutter speed is not the greatest, but you can see here on the back side we do have our cameras here, and I don't know if all of those are actually real. I think we only have one camera here on the back. Let's go ahead and unlock that again. We don't have any of these other little things. That's just meant to look like an S23 or something like that, and it is very smudgy, as you can see right here. We have quite a bit of smudges on this, so you're gonna have to be worried about wiping that off every once in a while. But this is a tiny little smartphone right here. Like, it's so small and so tiny. I love it. I absolutely love it. We do have, like I said, USB Type-C charging on the bottom right there, and then we have our volume rockers on the side over here, and our power button over on that side. No headphone jack, so it's keeping on brand with the S23 here, but this is the S23 Pro, and it is very, very tiny and cute. I don't have any service hooked up to this or anything right now, but rest assured, this tiny little smartphone is definitely where it's at. Next up, we have another phone from the brand SOYES. They seem to make a lot of these tiny smartphones. This is the XS16 right here, and we're gonna go ahead and pop that open there and pull this out of the plastic. And you can see that this one looks like a tiny little iPhone. So once again, we have some plastic to pull off here. Let's go ahead and boot this little guy up right here. This is a tiny little iPhone looking smartphone. And again, I don't think all of these cameras are real on this. I do believe we have a 3-inch display once again on this tiny little smartphone right here. We have volume rockers on the side. We do have our SIM card tray right there, as well as our power button / lock button. No headphone jack, but we do have USB Type-C, again, on brand with the real size version of the smartphone, because now the iPhone does have USB Type-C, so that is absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, there we go. All right, so let's see if this looks any different or if we have an Android look on this. Let's go ahead and swipe to unlock. And yeah, okay, our icons are very, very similar to iPhone icons. Let's see if we have like a control center looking thing up here at the top. We can turn down the brightness a little bit on here, get that going. We do have a flashlight on the back. Look at that. So you can turn on the flashlight if you'd like to via the little control center up there at the top. And we have our buttons down here at the bottom. We have our recent apps icon button. Oh, look at that. The camera is already open for us. So let's go ahead and look at that. Can we flip the camera around? Does it have a front-facing camera? It does have a front-facing camera. There we go. Kind of see that going on there. Let's go ahead and flip that back around and exit out of this app. Now all these phones have a very minimal amount of RAM in there. I think they have like 2 gigs of RAM inside of it, 3-inch display, as I said, and they're just really cute, small little smartphones. Like, I don't know what you would possibly need tiny smartphones like this for, but these little things are just absolutely adorable. So we have our S23 Pro, our XS16, or our iPhone looking tiny smartphone. Look at these side by side. They're about the same size, as you can see. They're just basically a different body and a different skin going on with the overlay as far as the icons go and stuff like that. But tiny little Android phone, tiny little wannabe iPhone right here. Very, very small, very adorable. But that's not all we have. We do have a couple of other smartphones to be able to take a look at here, such as this one right here. This is the Soyes model XS11, and I think this one is smaller than these two right here. Let's go ahead and open this up right here and get this out of the box. Just a little bit smaller. Oh, look at that. Look at how tiny that is. It's just a little bit smaller, and it's got kind of the backside that looks like, I can't remember what phone that looks like. Can anybody please let me know down in the comment section? Let's go ahead and peel off the plastic off the back here, and we have our little screen protector on the front right there. And you can see here that this does have a SIM card tray right there as well as our lock button and our volume rockers right there. And again, USB Type-C on the bottom, so that's pretty neat there. Let's go ahead and turn this on and see what this phone has to offer. But you can see here that these mini smartphones, they're actually pretty cool. Again, I don't know what real-world practical use you would need for these unless you needed to hide a phone in an inconspicuous place and you wanted to use one of these to do that. There's our little music and our startup welcome screen right there. Very, very inconspicuous as far as these smartphones go. It looks like our battery is low on this one. We have 2% remaining on the battery. Let's go ahead and turn down the brightness here so we can get a closer look at this real quick. It looks like on this one we have very similar icons to the iPhone as well, as far as the contacts and the phone icon there, looking very similar to iPhone. And this is our home screen. We do have the Play Store on here as well, so you can go ahead and download apps. I wonder, do we have the Play Store on the S23 Mini? We do have the Play Store on the S23 Pro Mini as well, but you can swipe through the home screens here, as you can see there. And I wonder, does the iPhone have the Play Store? It does have the Play Store, so you can actually download full versions of apps onto these tiny smartphones right here and be able to use them for basically whatever you'd like. Now, this most recent one that we opened up has a 2.5-inch display, so it's slightly smaller than the 3-inch displays on the other two that we previously took a look at. But you can see here, this thing is super adorable. Can we take a screenshot? How do we take a screenshot? Okay, it doesn't work with the normal methods of taking a screenshot, but we turn that off because it is dying. But look at this green color. And then look at down at the bottom, we do have the words smartphone written right there at the bottom of the phone. In case you didn't know, this is a smartphone, and it does work as such. As you can see here, we do have our little Android screen going on there with our battery low indicator on there, but very, very cute. I think my favorite out of these three is probably going to be the S23 Pro, and everything just works. I mean, these are pretty fluid for what they are. I've tested out some mini smartphones in the past, and a lot of them have been very jittery and very hard to work with. But you know what? That's not where our mini phone fun ends, because I have two other phones that I want to show you. The next one we have is the BM10 wireless dialer slash mini phone. And you can see that this one gets even smaller than the other ones here. Let's go ahead and unbox this, open this up, and see what it's all about. Looks like this one does take a micro USB charging cable, but we have here our mini phone. Look at this. Look at this tiny little phone right here. Let's see if we can turn this on and you get this all booted up here. So it looks like that one is completely dead, but you can see up here at the top that we do have our micro USB charging port to charge that up with. We have our number pad here, and we do have some accessories here as well, including this little case that the phone goes into. Now check this out. This phone has an ear clip that you can put on the outside of the phone here. Let's see. And then you can slide this around your ear and be able to talk to people with your little mini phone on your ear. Okay, here, let's see if we can get this on there. There we go. So I can talk to people like this. Isn't that a cool look? I mean, come on. But yeah, you have a little ear clip right here that you can use to talk to people, and you have a little lanyard because it does have a little slot to where you can slot through a lanyard with. I don't know why you'd want to use this little ear clip ever, but this little mini smartphone is absolutely hilarious. And finally, coming up next, we have this guy right here, the J9, the world's smallest Bluetooth phone, voice changer, magic sound, plastic gift, flip mini phone. That's what it says right there at the bottom. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this out of the box here. This thing is kind of sealed up good inside of this little box that it comes with. We're just gonna have to tear it open. And look at this right here. This is it. This is our mini phone right here. Let's see if we can, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is even tinier. Hello? Let's see if we can turn this little tiny phone on. Welcome. Bye-bye. Oh, it looks like it might be dead too. I hate all these phones showing up dead. So we do have this one charged up here enough to actually use it, and you can see here that we have to press star to unlock. It's just like those old school phones that some of you might be familiar with. We have messaging, we have contacts, we have call logs, we have settings, FM radio, audio, application, and Bluetooth right there. And then we have magic voice as well. But look at this tiny little smartphone. I mean, I guess this technically isn't a smartphone, but it does have applications, so the battery is slowly dying on this phone right here. But look at this tiny little flip phone that we have. It is absolutely adorable. I think though, out of all of these phones right here that we had a chance to check out, my favorite one is definitely going to be the S23 Pro, because look at this beautiful thing. Look at how perfect this is with all of its fake cameras on the back. I absolutely love it, and I would love to know what you think about all of these mini smartphones down in the comments section below. Like I said, you can pick up these and so much more on AliExpress during their Singles Day sale. That's from November 11th to November 17th, and you can use my code ALLONAE to get $25 off orders over 100. That's all on AE. So if you want to go ahead and check out AliExpress for yourself, be sure to check out that promo code because you can save some money for yourself. You can pick up some tiny smartphones if you want, or you can pick up so many other things that they offer on AliExpress. I just thought this would be a fun video to show all of you some tiny little smartphones right here because we have the technology to make small, tiny smartphones now. So definitely check those out. I will link everything for you down below in the description in case you want to check them out for yourself. They'll also be in the pinned comment down there. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what you think about everything that we showed off in this video. Have you ever tried a tiny smartphone? I've done a few videos in the past of some very small smartphones that I got from China, which was a really fun time. So if you want to check out my odd smartphones videos, I will be sure to link those down in the description for you as well. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Once again, this is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.